Here's how we spent 3 days in Chicago on our very first visit. After landing, we took advantage of Chicago's surprisingly mild December weather and kicked off our trip with an architecture river cruise. Shoreline Sightseeing was the only operator running tours in December, so we hopped on their 60-minute architectural tour. It was a perfect introduction to the city, offering stunning views and fascinating insights into the iconic buildings lining the Chicago River. We strolled down the Magnificent Mile and made a quick stop at Starbucks Reserve. Unfortunately, it was so packed that we couldn't stay long, but it gave us a glimpse of its impressive space. Once our hotel room was ready, we headed back to the West Loop to check in to Nobu, Chicago. Our stay was exceptional. Beautiful design, luxurious amenities, and a staff that made us feel truly welcome. That evening, we stayed in and dined at Nobu to celebrate my birthday. The food and the atmosphere was the perfect way to end our first day. We woke up to another gorgeous day and kicked it off with breakfast at Cheval, home to the famous burger that absolutely lived up to the hype. Next, we spent a good chunk of the day at the Art Institute of Chicago. The museum's collection is extraordinary, with highlights like the miniature rooms located in the basement and often overlooked. And masterpieces by Rodin, Seurat, and Van Gogh, just to name a few. While we found ourselves more drawn to the classical works, the modern and contemporary galleries are definitely worth exploring too. We spent about 3 hours there and still didn't cover everything. This place is a definitely must-see. Afterwards, we headed to Millennium Park to see the Bean, which had just reopened to the public. It's even more impressive in person. We wrapped up our day with fantastic dinner at Girl and the Goat. This restaurant was the most recommended spot to us, and I highly suggest making a reservation if you ever plan to visit Chicago. Our final day started with a quick breakfast at Sawada Coffee, just down the street from our hotel. After leaving our mark at the door, we made our way to the Museum of Science and Industry. This time of the year, the museum features a breathtaking display of Christmas trees decorated to represent cultures from around the world. A festive treat that truly sets the holiday mood. The museum's interactive exhibits were a highlight, offering plenty of opportunities to explore and learn. Just a heads up, while many exhibits are free, some require timed reservations, so make sure you plan ahead. We were lucky enough to catch their special James Bond exhibit featuring original props and memorabilia from the iconic films. As fans, it was an incredible experience to see these items close up. To close out our trip, we had our final dinner at Sierra and reflected on an amazing 3 days in Chicago. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.